Long before life grew complicated, there were 3 boys. A promise sealed in laughter, now grown with voices deeper and sharper banter. They return once more. No, not for glory, not for love, but something far more dangerous. A podcast. Jacob, the brooding heart, with Brandon, the charming wildfire, and Matt, the velvet voice, with secrets to spill. They'll argue, reminisce, and they'll get wildly off topic. But through it all, one truth remains. Some friendships don't fade. They just get louder. I'm Matt.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Brandon.
And this is Qualified Nonsense.
The after hours version.
We should have said PG-13.
Ooh.
Dry seat in the house.
Yep.
How
are we all doing?
Gosh, now I'm a little
glad we're all
uncomfy in my
sitting
seat.
down.
Yeah. Hit the top or the bottom of my desk pretty hard. Yeah, hanging in there. Good. How are you? I like the backdrop. That's pretty.
Sensual.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to bring up the audio on your entrance there, because I think that's gonna be really good in the old earballs.
Oh, good.
Or it looks like you have a heat lamp going in the back.
Do you have are you
chickens
hatching? Yeah, I know. Hatching chicks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, everything's good. Not much new to report. Here we are, summertime. Jake's got a fantastic mustache for our listeners that are just listening and don't see this.
Yeah, but if you're into sort of weird looking cops, you should check out our YouTube and see the video feed.
You look like you slide up and down poles.
Yeah,
fire poles.
I don't not.
Yeah, I guess with the blue shirt, yeah, you do kind of look like a firefighter.
I'll take that. Firefighters are good people.
Generally. Yeah. Brandon, whose ass did you kick this week at trivia?
My own, because I went on Wednesday, and yeah, we came in third. So
third.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Everybody feeling
All
okay?
Right. Yeah. It was there's this one that I've gone to a number of times before, and there's this one guy there who he plays by himself. And he does.
It's like your own little juxtaposition.
Your nemesis.
Yeah.
Some bastard shows up and kicks everybody's ass by himself. Wait a minute.
No, this time he had 2 other people with him, but like he always wins. So it's basically when you go there, you're just playing for second.
How does that feel?
Son of a bitch.
How does it feel to have that feeling once?
No, I mean
it's humbling.
No, I mean it's not. I feel like self-conscious. One that I go to on Saturdays, like Christian and I will usually win, and I always feel kind of like, I don't know. Like I like playing, but there are times where I'm like, okay, can you not count this one? Because I don't know. Like I feel bad. Like
mercy rule.
Nice, yeah.
You walk outside and like give the gift losers. Card to the establishment to like some homeless guy. Like I have hundreds of these.
Yeah. No. But yeah, this one it was. Yeah. I mean, third place is fine. We won $10. So
are there generally themes, or is it always across the board like random shit?
Yeah, typically it's general knowledge. If there's a theme, they'll announce it in advance, and I don't usually go to I did go to Star Wars trivia, I don't know, a few months ago, and we came in, I don't know, like 7th or something.
Cool.
But
I feel like the Star Wars lore, it gets pretty wild and deep. So I'm sure you've got some mega nerds out there that are like, yes, finally.
There's a tap room around here that does It's like a themed, and it's always either movies or TV. But like, I don't know. I never feel like I'm well versed in one thing enough to be like, I could probably answer the trivia questions about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, a long time ago, back when I lived in Hillsborough, I went to one that was Simpsons trivia, and I did well at that. But I don't feel like I know enough about like any. I mean, I don't know anything about like Harry Potter, or I don't. I
Yeah.
don't feel confident. There's like sometimes Disney trivia, just general Disney stuff, and I'm not a Disney adult, so
I mean,
And then the people that win that one look even more creepy.
Yeah.
Like, ew.
I don't know. We've talked about this before, but Disney is such an adult. Like, there's so many adults that go to it without kids.
I
Like,
just can't.
a lot.
I just can't wrap my head around it.
Well, it's nostalgia, right? Like, I think it
Is
all
it?
goes back to people. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't
Well-
tell you. I've never been, but
I think going without kids makes it a lot more enjoyable.
Probably.
sure. No, I mean, well,
I mean, you still have lines
it
to wait
depend-
in, and they're
it
still going to be
depends on
around
what
you
you're trying to
screaming.
achieve there. So, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're, yeah. Anyway, we don't have to really go down that rabbit hole again. We've talked about it before. Yeah, I was going to say about trivia. Like, I feel like, I mean, I've never been really drawn to it because I'm not great about it, in large part because all of my trivia is like, oh, yeah, that one guy. Or, oh, yeah, that, oh, yeah, what's his name? Or what's her name? Or what's the movie's called? Who directed that? Or, you know, like that sort of thing. That's always I always
My
need like a lot of
experience-
conversation and prompts.
Every time I go, I feel like it ends with the same thing after every round. They'll like call the answers. I'll be like, God damn it. I knew that. It was like
Son
right
of a
there. It was
bitch.
right on the tip of my tongue. I was like, God, I should have known
I was going to
that.
say that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Count it.
It always gets me like super frustrated. It makes me feel like I'm taking a test, and I was never like historically
Yeah.
good at them.
Yeah, no. Same. Brandon, were you good at tests? I bet you were good at tests.
I'm not a bad test taker.
Oh, it must be nice. No.
Like I don't really get like super nervous or anything.
Yeah.
I do get super
But
anxious of like, oh, everything's
thing
writing
that-
on this.
Like
Hmm.
presentations are where I would get really, if there's like a presentation as a final or whatever,
Yeah.
where you have to like
a
present your
public
assignment to the
speaking
class. Like, yeah, like I always hated that. Well, one, because I mean I was nervous, but also two, nobody's listening or paying attention. So
Oh yeah. It's brutal.
like then you have to sit through 15 other presentations that you don't care about, and
Right.
yeah. Although there is that feeling like that, like sometimes it's best to just go first and get it out of the way, and then
Oh,
you can just
yeah.
kind of zone out for the rest of
Absolutely.
the time. But
Yeah.
like
Try
I
to
hate
stop
that
sweating.
feeling of like when you're going last, and it's like, oh god, and it just the anxiety builds and builds, and
Yeah. That's rough. No,
Well,
tests.
speaking of
Oh,
things
go
that
ahead.
people don't want to sit through, should we take a break and get to some
Oh,
questions?
this intro. Rude, but also probably not wrong. All right, fine. Let's get to questions. Jesus.
we'll be right back. And we're back. Welcome back. Feel free to drop us a line at qualifiednonsense@gmail.com. Connect with us on our socials. Also, don't forget to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/qualifiednonsense. If you missed our live show that we did, well, when we're recording this last week, but I guess when this comes out a couple weeks ago, you can check that out. The full episode is up in video
There's
format
Easter eggs.
on
Sign
the
up.
Patreon. Yeah, you get some goodies. But now's the time of the
Not these
show
goodies.
where we take on Reddit's most pressing questions by finding the top trending questions and answering them here. Let's see. The first one is from the subreddit Ask Reddit, username Easy Appearance 605. They ask, What's a quiet sign that someone has their act/life together?
They don't go out on the weekends.
Sign.
They don't what?
They don't go out on the weekends. They just like hang out inside.
Or that means they have like crippling anxiety or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess that
let's
didn't.
see.
Yeah, that's not really an answer to the quiet sign.
If someone's a shut-in.
Yeah. More than 12 cats. Quiet sign being totally good. No, I would say something to do with like either like maybe their refrigerator, like well organized, not like OCD organized, but like a well stocked refrigerator. I feel like that is like a really good indicator of someone who like is able to plan ahead and like like have like stuff on hand, not have stuff like gone bad. I don't know. I'm going out
I
on a
also
limb.
feel like everything I was kind of thinking along the same lines of you, Jake. But as I was thinking of them, I'm like, that's also something like a serial killer would do. Like have everything so just put together, as in like, oh, their closet is very well organized based off of like colors or pants to shorts and whatever, or like
I would say
meticulously maintained house.
the problem
they're
is
like their house and their car are tidy.
that's what I was just thinking.
Usually.
And if someone were to look at my quiet traits, they'd be like, "Oh, this person's out of control. This person's unwell."
He's unhinged.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like maybe just somebody who's like confident without being a jerk.
Yeah.
Like people who are like pleasant to be around, who are just like confident people, but they're not like
they're not putting
like
on
they
airs, or
don't
they're not
have to like talk shit about other people, or
Yeah.
What are some of the answers? Because I feel like all the stuff I'm thinking of isn't probably along the lines of what.
The top one here is they take responsibility for their mistakes.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a.
So I
that's
guess
we've talked about
accountability.
That before, but that's a big one.
Yeah, I guess not blaming others for things means you probably have your act together. Decided lack of drama. Yeah, they're not on social media trying to prove to everyone that they have their act together.
I would say you said the lack of drama. I would say the ability to not make a big deal out of like small decisions. I oftentimes, Anna and I struggle sometimes because we, like dinner ideas, or like we can sometimes get lost in the weeds of like making a decision, and it's so nice to have someone who's like a confident decision maker that's not like a bully about it, but just like can help sort of drive forward with decision making. I think that's always a green flag.
Yeah, I think like staying calm under pressure kind of means you have like not blowing up over any sort of inconvenience.
Yeah, I wonder what that's like.
Yeah.
No, I mean I struggle with that too. So, but yeah,
I would say, because I struggle with it. People that can go with the flow, like they're so like confident and put together and are secure with everything that it's like somebody suggests it, like, yeah, sure, if we could do that, cool. It's like, oh
yeah, like if or you spill your drink on them, and like, oh, it's no problem, whatever. I got more shirts at home. Don't worry about it. Like,
Yeah.
Like people who are like that.
Or just like clean it up.
Like, you're buying me a new shirt, asshole. $68 shirt.
Did you guys see that Key and Peele sketch of two guys making plans via text, and one guy's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll be
misreading.
there. I'll be there whenever. And they're like, whatever, I'll be there whenever. Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, it escalates really,
He's
really
like, "Did you want to
quickly.
hang out?" He's like, "Sure, I guess." Sure, I guess.
Yeah, it's so funny. And
Actually,
he's
here's
like,
two answers that are basically what we were talking about. They're calm and considerate of others around them. And then this is kind of to your point, Jake. They buy avocados and actually eat them before they go bad.
yeah. But again, to Matt's point, serial killer, not a serial killer. It's unclear. Are you guys a part of the bag of lettuce club where you go to the store, you buy a bag of lettuce, you let it sit in your fridge till it goes bad, and then you go buy another bag of
Oh
lettuce?
yeah. We finally just said we can't buy salads from Costco anymore because they come in 2-packs. It's like we can barely do a 1-pack. It's like, stop buying salads here. All right, we're not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes there's, you're at the store and you're like, do we need this? Let's just get one just in case. And then,
Right.
yeah, then you didn't need it. Next one, they say they balance out their life well, work-life balance. They listen more than give unsolicited advice. They're careful about giving advice.
Yeah, listening is a big one. Active listening, I think, is usually a pretty good indicator of someone not having too many sort of thoughts flying through their
Well,
head.
we can't
Not having
really
a
give you any
podcast where
answers.
they
It's like, we
spend
can't
some
really give you
advice.
any answers, but
Yeah.
take our word for it. Dun-dun-dun.
Da-da-da.
Next question.
Yeah, we've got our shit together. We're doing great.
Not.
No. I wish. What's a quiet sign that someone has their act together? They're making 2 figures on Patreon a month.
Hell yeah.
Look, success doesn't happen overnight.
Figures.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do another question. I mean, that one was.
I think we answered it.
Yeah,
I thought there'd be more meat on that bone, but
when you have your shit together as well as we do, there's just not a lot to say on it.
all right. Here's one. This is also from Ask Reddit, username ToeKnown9863. They ask ToeKnown, ToeKnown.
Okay.
What's a 90s/2000s trend that would baffle kids today?
Pogs. Oh, no, they kind of play Pogs.
Do they play Pogs?
They still have them. They were
Right.
going to
Really?
be making a slight comeback. Yeah, check them out.
Huh? Because I could see kids being like, "What the hell is this? Like, just cardboard that you guys lost your shit over?"
Your smelly slammer. It smells like bubble gum. As I said it, I knew exactly how it sounded.
Well, so
That's
much
what
for
they were, though.
monetization.
They were a scented slammer.
Yeah, maybe this is the part where they're like, "What? You did what in the 90s?"
Is that what Kara calls it? Your smelly slammer?
Luckily, no one listens to this.
But, what else?
Well, I watched a sketch not too long ago that someone was poking fun at how retro GTA Vice City is, and the clerk is like, "Oh, it's so retro," and they're like, "Yeah, it does the 80s aesthetic really well," and they're like, "No, the game is retro, and it's been longer since the game was released than when the game was
era
released
that the
when it
game
was
is depicting."
right, exactly.
Yeah.
But as far as but like that's a video game and like people are still playing video games, so like that's not baffling. maybe, I mean, like home phones. Home phones are still a thing that
Yeah, actually
sort of
having
a
to like
wild.
call your friends to make plans or call. Just, I
Yeah.
mean, just talking to people on the phone because I feel like
Chat rooms.
Chat
yeah,
room. Well, yeah, I guess chat rooms because everyone's
I guess it's
DMing
sort
and
of a
sliding
early
into
version of texting, but
Snapchat or
Yeah.
whatever the kids are doing. Flip
do
phones?
kids
No, wait, flip phones are back.
do kids even use like kind of more traditional social media pages like Facebook, that kind of
No,
thing?
not really. I don't think. I think old folks use Facebook now.
I don't really think they use a whole lot outside of TikTok.
Oh, I think Snapchat's still pretty widely used.
Hmm.
Because I hear the kids saying snap.
You'll
Is
snap.
Unless
Instagram
that's a new.
old people?
I think Instagram
Yeah,
is kind of old.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not with it.
I I mean I don't know, like I'm trying to think
You
of
say like
trends.
skateboarding and skateboarding and rollerblading, like because they used to be used for transportation methods, and now I feel like they're just like nostalgia.
Yeah. It is kind of
Yeah, are
bizarre
like
that a lot of
kids
things
do,
have
do
become
kids
nostalgia.
identify as skaters anymore?
I don't know. I think so. We've got a skate park in Durham that's pretty cool that they just expanded.
Do you see
Yeah, I know they still
teens
do
hanging
it,
out there
but I used
smoking
to.
cigarettes?
I feel like we used to see a lot more people just like skateboarding and rollerblading as a way of getting around.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I see what you're saying. Now it's
sure,
like
people
strictly a
still do it, and the
recreation.
skate park is still there, but like, I don't think it's like as common as mode of transportation as it used to be.
What about going to the skating rink for like going roller skating
Yeah,
for
nobody skates.
fun? Yeah.
I don't think
Is
are there
Skate
any
World
out?
still there in Gresham?
I think Skate World's still around.
That place was a banger. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they open tomorrow at noon. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Book.
Well,
There was a
ticket.
That's Skate World San Diego.
Oh. There was a skate world in Springfield, but it is now a church. They
No,
converted.
Okay.
Yeah.
it just
That's
looks
what
like
we need
Oaks
more
Park.
churches. Churches blow my mind. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a couple churches around here, and I know it's just like everywhere in
Oh,
the Bible Belt.
Skate World is permanently closed. It says in Gresham.
Oh,
God damn.
Oh, it looks like they closed in
Pour one out.
2018.
Oh shit. We're behind on the times a
oh,
little bit.
I was just gonna go.
Oh shit.
Also, Google lists it
how
as
could
a
this happen?
nightclub. It says nightclub in Gresham, Oregon. Okay.
I mean, it might be now.
It might have transitioned
They had a
into
whole bunch of lights just ready for it.
yeah.
That does seem
What
like
was
the
the
kind of
question?
place that would sell like
Oh yeah.
a 12-year-old could get Coke. Like if they wanted to.
The skate world was good for you. Buy some roses. You had,
Yeah, it did have
you
a
ask
sketchy
old Mario
sketchy bit.
to get the, the Blanca rose.
Nice.
I mean, yeah. Do kids like go to arcades to? I mean, I know like claw machines are really popular right now, but like, do kids play video games at arcades anymore?
I think
My
it's
kids do, but they're young.
Oh really?
Mhm.
Are there still arcades just
Yeah, we got a couple.
like there's like pizza like arcades in the pizza joint or something like that.
Yeah,
but-
there's one 2 miles down the road from us called A Casino.
Oh yeah, I guess there's a couple around here now that I think about
There's
it.
a casino
That's
for
an arcade
adults.
for adults.
Yeah, there's an arcade for adults, and there's an arcade in there for kids that you can drop off, and they have built-in childcare.
That's
And then
neat.
there's one down next to a bowling alley. That's called Round One.
I have an ignorant question. What is the definition of an arcade in an adult establishment? Is it games?
Are you talking
Do you
about
mean like
when you go
like
to
a porno
Sure.
thing?
yeah, like a Jack
Yeah,
Shack?
when like yeah, Jack. Yeah, in like an adult store or like a sex store. What
Let's
is
put it this way,
arcade? What?
Jake. You have a joystick and you have
Okay.
you have an A and a B button also that you could press.
Oh, the B button.
So
I didn't know you were into the B button, but okay, go ahead.
And a
I
slot
mean,
for coins to be inserted.
Slot
So,
for coins.
use your imagination. I'm pretty sure that's what they mean by arcade. I could be wrong.
Slot for coins. Does that mean sounding? Do you guys know what sounding is?
Oh,
Learned
what?
that not too long ago. That's pretty upsetting.
Is that where you just like don't make any noise?
Parents, just go ahead and like go do something for a minute. Sounding is when you
It's gonna be one long
insert
bleep.
Well, you should do it.
when you insert a metal rod into the urethra and then you vibrate the metal rod. Matt, your face.
That sounds like that really hurts.
Oh no, it sounds awful.
I have a narrow urethra.
Anyway, that's
So you shock
learned
it
that.
from the
No,
inside
you don't.
out?
You don't. Well, I guess it's. I'm sure it is shocking, but it's like you vibrate it.
Or you go stand
I don't
out
know.
during a lightning storm.
Put a little kite on
man.
the end. A little key.
A little key.
What kind of a
Yeah,
machine do you
it's
use
for
to just
it's for
vibrate?
science.
Do they sell? All right, another ignorant question, I guess. Is there a company that manufactures these rods, or are they doing it with like their own
Oh, no.
makeshift
You
things?
better believe if if it's a sex thing, then you better believe that someone's making a buttload of money off
Actually, I think I've seen this in a store with one of you when we were in Portland, because there was like it looked like a box.
of it. Actually, now that I
That-
think about it,
It looked
When
like
I
a
was
box
last in
that
Portland-
that they use in Ghostbusters to trap it, and they had like the Yeah, it looked a little bit like that. But there were these they sell them they're in gauges. I remember that specifically because I was like, what do you, that's really thin. Where does that go?
Gauges?
They can get bigger.
Oh, gauges isn't like I thought you meant
Yeah.
like like a pressure gauge,
Mhm.
like you would like a
Goes to
because you were talking
11
about
PSI.
Ghostbusters. I don't know.
No,
PSI.
yeah. That draw a line there.
Yeah, it's not my bag, but you know, I'm not gonna yuck
So
anyone's
that's a
yum.
trend that children won't understand.
We definitely got off topic on this one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What about like whippets or I don't know, because people still use those, I guess. Crackers.
Well, I wonder about like just like staying up late and moseying around town. Do kids still do that?
Good call.
Like they just sit on their phone. I forget. It was like at the end of our sort of like college years that there was a sharp decline in young drivers because everyone wanted to be on their phone, and it was like like when we were learning to drive, everyone like wanted to get it behind a wheel because that was like the fun, or at least a lot of people. And then there was a sharp decline in who wanted to actually drive, and a lot of people like held off of driving because they were on their phones and they didn't want the responsibility of having to drive people. So I don't know what that trend is doing currently, but I think
I guess I'd say like people milling around, like walking around town even.
yeah.
Like when the Taco Bell here in Ridgefield opened, there was this whole uproar of people because it was the only spot to really hang out that was open late at the time. And the youths of Ridgefield would park their cars and just sit in the parking lot. That's what they would do.
Yeah.
Be like,
Just hang out.
They're up, mischievous. They're up to no good. I was like, that's the same shit
Yeah.
we used to do. Nobody was. They were just like,
Yeah.
hey, don't put your trash here.
Yeah, my wife and I, we went to a concert in Portland last year, and on the way home, we decided to just drive home after the concert. It was like 1 a.m, and we were like, we're hungry. Let's go to In-N-Out in Salem, and and we were like, it probably won't be that busy. It was packed with teenagers at 1 a.m. Yeah,
That's interesting.
that's crazy.
That's a parenting
my,
question for me too. Of like, sure, you like half of these kids or 3/4 of these kids all said that they're at the other kid's house for the night, so that
Yeah, but,
means
like-
they went out. But like,
Right,
there's
but
one,
we
that
did
means there's a
that.
quarter of those parents that are like, sure, I don't know, whatever, go to In-N-Out. It's 1 a.m.
Right, but we did that. Like we would be like, we're going to Ryan's
Go to
house,
Denny's
and then we
yeah.
would stay out late walking
Right.
to,
But I don't
wherever.
know. I mean, my parents listened to this, but I was like, maybe they actually thought that we were, because they wouldn't. I'm pretty confident they wouldn't let us do that if we stayed at my house. But Shannon and Martin were a little bit more, hey, just be safe, don't do anything
Yeah.
silly,
yeah,
and
yeah. I mean, I don't think it. Yeah, that's a good point. And we didn't
I guess
do
it
that at
depends on
my
where
house
you-
because
sure as hell wouldn't let
cougars
my
would
kids do it.
kill people. So
Well, yeah, and I guess it depends on where you live, like how comfortable you are with,
yeah,
Yeah, Brandon, you lived out quite a ways. I wouldn't want, I'm pretty sure your mom and dad would be like, no, you boys can't leave here at 1 a.m.
yeah, we
halfway
could go
up the-
walking on the shoulder of a road that's pitch black.
to
Yeah.
Shorty's corner that has been closed for 7 hours.
Oh shit! Could you imagine?
Yeah. Yeah. The top answer here, I'm kind of reading the answers, and these aren't really trends. They're just more like antiquated things. So, but the top answer here is checking the newspaper or calling for movie times.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, calling for movie times. I used to
Yeah, there
call
used
for
to be-
burn days. I would call the I don't 411
Fire
not
department?
411, but I guess it was the fire department. No, I think it was the fire department.
Oh, for
And
burn days?
And we would see if
Yeah.
it was a burn day. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about movie tickets still.
Oh no.
Call the fire department.
Fire
What-
department.
What time does Fast and the Furious start?
It's an emergency.
Yeah, we used to do
Um,
that when we would go to the Gresham Theater for the double feature. We were like, oh, we have to drive all the way into
Mhm.
Gresham. We got to call and make sure they have seats. Like, hey, do you still have seats? And it was like they were actively seating people, so they didn't answer the phone. We're like, oh, shit. We should just go.
The Hood Theater.
The Hood Theater, yeah.
Yeah. Buying a magazine to know what will be on TV this week. Taking out the cigarette lighter in the car and plugging in a portable CD player with that corded cassette tape thing.
Yeah. I had to explain that to my kids. We had my my father-in-law's truck, or my mother-in-law's truck actually, that I'm actually borrowing right now. But they were looking at the dashboard and they're like, "What? It's like a 92 or 3 or something pickup." And they're like, "What is all this stuff?" I'm like, "Well, this is what this does, and this is what this does." And they're like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's a cigarette lighter." They're like, "What?" I was like, "Well, you could light your cigarette while you were, I don't know, like it's." And
Was
when
it?
you're
Is it
explaining
still
it's
in there? Like, is it still
Yeah.
functional?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
should have plugged it in and be like, hot potato.
Jesus Christ.
It is. That's a weird thing to like thinking about it. That every single car had a special device that made it easier to light your cigarette.
Well, we
Like,
talked about it a few
until, like-
episodes
awesome.
ago, but how cigarettes were like party favors, or like with the snacks, like in some instances, like smoking was so social and so sort of like acceptable.
Now you just look like a huge baller, being like, holy crap, they have all these packets of cigarettes around here. This must be like $5,000 in cigarettes.
I feel like I don't see that many people on the streets smoking anymore, but I
No.
see a ton of people in their cars smoking. Like that's where I feel like I see
Like
most people
vaping or
smoking.
Well,
smoking?
that's where they're
Like
that's where they're
smoking
allowed
cigs.
to, right? Like there's like a bunch of laws in Oregon about where you can and can't smoke, right? And
Well, and
littering.
even now, I think it's a felony to smoke in the car if you have a child with you.
Ugh,
I mean,
Here,
that's fair.
my kids.
But,
Leave me alone. They're my kids.
Yeah, but-
my choice.
yeah, but they're ripping ass back there, and I have to breathe that in.
How many times
No.
they shit their pants in the back? I'm gonna have a cigarette. Damn it.
So I mentioned that I'm borrowing my in-laws truck. I got mulch from this place down the road, and the guy who loaded it up in his like tractor, he had a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and it was like kind of hot, and it was like a totally enclosed tractor. I'm like,
Nice.
that smells like asshole in there. That guy's a
Neat.
badass, and also that's super rough.
Flicks it at your truck on the way out.
Yeah, right.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
this person says buying ringtones.
Oh yeah.
Or do you remember ringback
Buying
tones?
CDs.
Like you would call somebody like, please enjoy this song while your party is reached, and then it like play. You pay to have whatever song play.
I never
while
understood
the phone's
that.
ringing.
Like
I
you
don't
get
know.
to just hear part of a song instead of hearing. brrrr.
Yeah.
It's basically just you as on your phone. You basically want your own hold music.
Yeah. It's a flex.
You got to be careful which song you pick, because if you I don't know if you call into DMV or something, you're like, I want to make love in this club, the DMV. It's like, oh no,
What's that Buck Cherry song though? Hey, you're a crazy
you're
bitch.
crazy
Why'd you
bitch.
fuck so good?
sir.
Sir.
Oh, didn't hear you pick up.
Ooh.
A book with everyone's phone number and address delivered yearly.
Oh yeah. That's a really good point.
Fire starter.
Yeah, I remember getting those, and then it seems like every subsequent year they would just get smaller and smaller. The phone book.
Yeah.
Everybody's leaving this town.
Or do you I guess looking up trying to find funny names in the phone book and prank calling those people? Do kids do prank calls anymore? I mean, everybody has nobody answers an unknown number, so that seems like something that kids wouldn't understand.
Well, you could still call businesses. You could do the Bart Simpson,
True.
the Mike
Yeah.
Watch.
Be Kind Rewind. In the same vein, going to rent a video and hoping they had a copy left.
Mm-hmm.
Not
About
being
how many?
what? Oh,
Oh,
go
I
ahead.
was just thinking, when a movie would come out and a whole shelf would be covered in that movie because they were gonna rent it a bunch. Think about how many thousands and thousands of VHS tapes are out there.
I just remember the feeling of frantically getting to the store as soon as your parents got home from work, because you're like, there's probably only 3 left, and you would run,
Yeah.
and you'd run to that wall, and you're frantically looking in the back to make sure that there's one.
And then asking the person, "Can you check the return bin to see if you have any that somebody dropped off?"
God,
Yeah.
that'd be good to get back to again.
Well, we used
This
to
whole,
work at Blockbuster for a short period of time.
I worked at Star Video too.
Oh,
You worked at Star Video?
I worked at Star Video with old Chandra.
Chandra. Wonder what she's up to.
She lives on Mount Hood near your parents, actually.
Oh, well, there you go.
If there's a girl that we went to high school with, Matt knows exactly what she's doing now.
What was the name of the pizza place?
That's my trivia.
Yeah,
Figaro's.
we were just talking about the white pages or the yellow pages, white pages.
I think white pages were residential and yellow were business.
Yellow is business.
Matt's got the white pages up in the noggin. No, but Chandra and that crew, that was what was it Figaro's? Where did we work?
Figaro's. Yeah.
Figaro's, yeah.
Right next door.
Right next door. We had a whole
Didn't the same guy
contingent.
own both?
Yeah. Andy. Yep.
Andy.
Or no, wait. Yeah, Andy.
No,
was
Andy
the
was the son.
He was the owner,
he?
though. Yep.
Oh, he was the owner?
Yep. The dad was
And his dad
managing came out of retirement to help him out.
And then Matt and I briefly worked at this St. John's Blockbuster.
BB.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that.
Rode our bikes there, too.
Nice.
A shorter ride.
Yeah, I feel like we only worked there for a few months. I don't remember
Was that
being there that
before?
long.
Was that before UPS?
It was during UPS.
No, I think we worked there at the same time. Like we
Yeah.
worked part-time,
We
both
both-
jobs.
Wow.
It's expensive living
Yeah.
in Portland, man.
Yeah, man. It's only gotten more expensive, right?
Riding to a friend's house to see if they could hang out. No, okay, I'll start my 2-mile bike ride back home to find something else to do.
That's pretty good.
Like they don't answer the phone and then you still ride over just in hopes.
Yeah. Having to wait a week for photos to be processed and printed, only getting 10, most of them unidentifiable. Excited to have that one good picture that's slightly blurry.
Yep. Yeah, getting photos developed is a good one.
It's like a specialty thing now. Like you can't even go to like a Walgreens, right?
Yeah, you can.
No. Well,
Still
some
print it in
develop
Walgreens.
film for you.
Yeah.
Well, I know you can get prints like of digital photos, but
I'm pretty sure
develop
Walgreens you
to-
can still get film developed. They just still have to send it off.
Oh,
I think.
There are places that do it like that are also just that specialize in that, like photo houses. I remember I was shooting on 35 mil for a little bit in New York, and there was a really cool place in right next to where I worked, and it was like a really cool old spot that you know, it looked like everybody in there was like had been there since the dangerous days in New York. It was pretty cool.
The Walgreens has stayed in that period of time. So they still process film, 35 millimeter APS 110 and 127, and disposable cameras. But in 2015, they stopped processing in-house and they use a third-party service now. So you still have to drop it off and send it out. So you still can capture that feeling.
do they still make disposable cameras?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was taking those those mission trips with the church youth group, they would give us disposable cameras, and somebody accidentally found out, like they had it in their hand and they went like that and it flashed.
Yeah.
So if you
I remember
charge it and you don't take the exposure, you just clip it. You can just hold the charge button and like strobe people in the face. But what we found out when we turned them in is it was taking an exposure. So there's a lot of like weird, like
Oh, like multi-exposed.
because they all look like deer in the headlights.
It just didn't advance the. That's really interesting.
My grandma said that back in the day, she used to work like the graveyard shift at there was a photo processing place in Portland that she worked at, and overnight they had like a
Graveyard
24-hour.
shift?
Yeah, they had a 24-hour turnaround, and she said like, you know, anytime any like nudes came in, like everybody would like gather around to look at them.
Hey man, that's your dirty laundry. You're airing out.
Yeah, this is gonna make me sound pervy, but I really enjoy
Pornography.
no, not pornography, like candid.
I enjoy making 2 copies actually, one for me and one for the person that paid for it.
Okay, you know what? I shouldn't have even said anything. I thought you should probably keep this one to yourself. No, no. So there's a subreddit called "I Took This Picture," and there's a lot of people that do just like all kinds of pictures, but there's some really good like just like candid portrait pictures of people in their sort
Peeping
of intimate
Tom
spaces.
photos, like through somebody's window, like in a locker room.
Okay.
What the hell?
Is this thing on? No. I always think those are, I think they're like boudoir photo shoots that I think are just like, I love seeing people be comfortable. I think that's awesome.
There's somebody that works with us that she on her off time works with a boudoir company, and she like sets up the whole event. Like she organizes the photographer and all this. And it's, what is it? And they're all like cannabis related too. So they're like smoking joints and being sexy and all that. And I was asking her, I was like, how many men come through? She's like, never. She's like, you want to? I was like, I don't know.
Oh,
I think
should.
It would be, I think it's why is it
Patreon.
taboo for guys to do that kind of stuff, but not women? Like, what
I
if I was
couldn't
just
agree
standing
more.
there in tasteless chaps with just the shadows hitting me, right? You know?
The only thing I think of with
I
that
could lay on the
stuff
floor
is
and
like,
do this too.
it's like, you know, you and Kara are gonna die someday, and then your girls are gonna be going through your stuff and find photos of, oh, here's naked dad in a black
That's
and
the
white
whole point.
photo.
So here's the thing about that. I think that's wonderful. Like I think that's a part of the fun, because like I think it's so important that kids eventually find out that their parents were humans and intimate, and like they were exposed and they
Also had a sense of humor.
and
you know?
they had a sense of humor, they had a sense of adventure. Like I think that's so valuable to
Like
learn, even if
that's
it's
something
later.
I would do, and sure, I might take it seriously, but I think at the end of the day, I'd be doing it just for funsies.
Just
And-
for them. Yeah, gotcha.
And what I would do, I probably would print out a whole bunch, just kind of like hide them around the house, like put them in those sensitive documents. Like if I do die, like put them like in my life insurance folder, you know, or like, have you seen the people
That's
that
good.
are
Give
remodeling
this to
a
the
house?
bank.
Like people when they're remodeling a house and they like take down drywall, and somebody had previously put like a fake skeleton in the drywall.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I would do that kind of stuff. Like if we ever
That's
remodeled
good.
anything, I'd be like, can you just put this in here, please? Don't look at
Yeah,
it.
that's
Just
so
put this
good.
in here.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I love that.
Oh, this is a good one. Encarta and other PC encyclopedias.
Yeah, encyclopedia, like full stop.
Yeah.
Card catalog.
Yeah.
Books. No.
Never got them anyway.
Setting the timer on the VCR to record a show later.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
And then the frustration of not realizing you did AM instead of PM.
Do people
Yeah,
still
that's
do
real.
TiVo and all that? Like,
I did like DVR.
DVR?
Yeah.
Do you use it?
A lot of it just does it on its own, right? Doesn't it have like a rolling?
No, you still have to set it. Like
Oh,
for
okay.
whatever reason, it's something that every time we see it, we're like, oh, we should probably delete all these, but we just can't. For some reason, our DVR started recording how the lottery changed my life on TLC. And we have like 40 episodes of it, and sometimes it's just kind of fun to watch.
Jesus.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, we don't have cable, so, like, I don't know.
Yeah. No, we
Poor.
don't do we don't do TV a ton.
I mean, I've heard of people going to Goodwill and buying like the TiVo boxes or DVRs or whatever for like $5, and then they have huge storage hard drives in them, and
Yeah,
taking
that makes
those
sense.
out and like putting them in their PCs, and you get like, you know, whatever, like a 4 terabyte hard drive for $5 or whatever.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
should we wrap this up and head to Goodwill?
we should.
Kind of
Yeah.
Yeah,
See what we can
Let us
score.
know what you did as a child that your children don't understand.
Oh yeah, Goodwill.
No,
Just
my
like
kids
going
get
to
it
hang
now.
out. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep. My
All right.
oldest got some cool pants there, and she's all about it. They're all
Hell
like
yeah.
rhinestoned, and they look like
Yeah.
pants from, an era
Yep.
that
She gets
no
it.
longer
She's
exists. She's like, these are cool.
nice.
And it'd be interesting to hear from like older listeners on what like our generation wouldn't understand that they used to do.
Getting in a car and just driving until they're like, well, we're out of gas. I guess this is
Oh,
where we live
shit.
now.
Maps. Just like maps. Full stop. Anything map related, like physical map.
Oh no, I'm out of gas. I need to fill up. Oh, good thing I have this 5 in my wallet to fill up the car with.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I remember when you remember that blue van that I used to have? The
Oh, the big one?
yeah, the big one, and I would fill it up and I'd be like, "Oh man, it just went right just past $20." I'm like, "Ugh."
I do remember that actually. She's like, this thing's
I
thirsty.
could fill it up with 20. Yeah.
I remember a brief period of time when gas was 99 cents when we were drivers. 99 cents a gallon.
It dipped.
Yeah.
It dipped a couple of times below a dollar.
Definitely should have gone on more. Well, we didn't have reliable vehicles, but we should have gone further places.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Please support the show over at Patreon at patreon.com/qualified nonsense. Watch us over on YouTube at youtube.com/@qualified nonsense. And feel free to send any questions or comments to qualifiednonsense@gmail.com or hit us up on our socials found in the episode description. And please rate, review, share, like, and subscribe on your podcast app of choice. And we'll see you back here next week for another brand new episode of Qualified Nonsense.
Goodbye.
See you.